Yo guys, what is up? Fuck you gaming here. Today I'm playing a bit of Puzzle Pirates and I'm going to be showing you how I sword fight. This will probably be like a mini tutorial. So to start off, you gotta know the basics of sword fight. These are your blocks that come down. They can be boosted by pressing space, as I've just done. You turn them around with your left and right, like up and down, left, right buttons, and there is what is coming down, and on the left, top left, where I've just shown you, that is where what you're getting next. So here you can see it's just broken. You need to get the swords on the actual blocks to do it. So if you're new, that's for you guys. So I'm just gonna do a really simple like build. It's not even gonna be a build. It's just gonna be like a simple like piece you can break. So what you want to do is get them into like chunks, and then the idea is to try and stack on top, and then like get combos. Right here you can see one's made into like a chunk. So this will send a strike over to the opponent's board, or sprinkles, which sprinkles are when you break small amounts and it just puts a little bit on their board. So there, it'll probably be a small sword or a strike onto their board. Like here you can see she's doing it to me. So depending on the sword as well, it depends what different strikes and stuff you do. So say the sword I've got, it does specific things, like it maybe put loads on the board, and depending on where you break it, it sends the strikes in different places. So here I'm going to show you a basic tutorial on stacking. So what you want to do is you want to put all the rubbish ones that you're not going to use. Be careful though, because you may ruin your combos. But the basic thing that you want to do is to try and build on top. So here I've got a 2x2 yellow, and on top I've stacked the greens, which will be a 2x3, 2 across the bottom and 3. As you can see, I have put a breaker on top of the green. So this is what will trigger it. This is how I play Swordfight. So what you want to, when you break the green, the idea is that it will break the red breaker that we placed on top of the greens, and then here the greens will break it, and then before I just ruined it, that's what I mean by you have to be careful, but the green will break the green that's at the bottom, and then the yellow would obviously have broke the yellows. But I've actually done it so that the yellow can, because I've got the yellow break on the left. So here we'll still make the combo. So there's a double, a triple, and a bingo. And that's a simple combo, and if you can do that right at the start of the game, it can be really effective, and it can send a blow to your opponents, because they may be doing combos too. But you don't want to be too mad on the combos. But yeah, now that's just like simple combos. And here you can see I've just broken a part as well. So this is how I play. If you want to play like this, you do have to be fast, because you're using the middle, and usually you want to keep the middle as guarded as possible. Like, you don't want to put too many things there. So just I space all my things right at the like edges, and then I'll build up. So here you put the blue there, so it breaks it. The blue's underneath, and then the red to finish it off. And then to finish this off, you just break it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's what I usually go for. If I can build bigger, then I will build bigger. But that is what I usually go for. So yeah, that's how I that's the more advanced one, and that's how I sword fight. And maybe the next part of the video, I'll be able to get a bigger combo. So here you can do it midway through a game. You can build it up. Obviously you need like something on top of that, then the breaker before that, and then that's how I built it up. So this will make a, look, as you can see, triple, bingo, donkey, and there you go. You can see it killed her, and yeah, that's that. So put it into effect that you've learnt. You may not have learnt a lot, because maybe I've not explained things properly, but just say in the comments below if I have or haven't. So this is me building up my combos. Right, now this is another way that you can do it. What you can do is, you can put the breaker like to the left of it, and then to the right as well. So you have like a cube of 4. But I don't like doing it this way, because I get confused, and I prefer doing it either way. And you can see that when I break the red, it'll or the blue, it'll break. Well, when I break the red, it'll break the blue, and the idea is to break the next one. But I ruined it a bit and I messed it up. But then it doesn't matter really. Here I was just like, oh well, as I've messed it up anyway, I might as well show it. When you get like really far up, you can still come back. So here I'm going to show you like, even if you're doing really bad, it doesn't really matter. You can just be like, yeah, look, as you can see, I've broke it all, bingo. It may not be the best, but you can still get out of sticky situations. It doesn't matter how bad you're doing, how good you're doing. Just if you ever get up to the top, just don't panic. That is like the #1 rule. Just don't panic, because you may be able to break it all. There's just one breaker. You may be one breaker away. You may be 2 breakers away. And you can see here that I've redeemed myself, and I've got the green and blue. So I've pretty much, from nearly the top of the board, I've broke myself all the way down. And there you go. And I won her. So now for an extra little clip, I thought, why not add skeletons? So putting out what we've learnt into effect, I thought, yeah, let's do this. So here I'm building the 2x3, which you saw in the 3rd part, I think. Or actually, I'm building the 3x3, which is a lot more trickier to do because you never know if you're going to get the colours. But here I was getting lucky with colours, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. So you put the green on top there, as you can see. Just got to be careful down the sides that you don't ruin it. And then the red, which will break the reds at the bottom. And then I was like, yes, a yellow. So I can actually make a Vegas here. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make the Vegas. But then someone starts teaming on me. And this is where things will get interesting. Like, they'll start. So I was panicking a bit. I was like, shall I break it? Shall I not? And I was like, no, let's continue building. So I got my 3x3, and there's my 2x3 on top. I was like, yay, done it. So I assumed this would, like, insta-kill somebody. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A Vegas. That is one of the highest ones you can get. But if you get over a Vegas, it does Vegas 2, Vegas 3, so on and so on. Someone straight line, so they got out, and everyone was complaining about that. But yeah, we weren't doing too bad. But then, obviously, because I'd stopped teaming, I shouldn't have really done stop teaming, to be honest. But we actually lose this part. But in the next part, we win it. So if you keep watching, you'll see how good I do in the next part. Because I thought I was going to be out in the next part, but I actually do well. So I'll let you watch the rest of this. And yeah, you can do combos whenever. So what I try and always do is try and get a double, like you can see there. I mean, sometimes you do it by mistake. You just have a combo, like you break something, and then it makes it into a combo. Like, I don't know, you'll put a break somewhere, not expecting it to break something, and it actually does. So, and there we go. And I'm getting right up to the top now. I got 3 on me, and there was not a lot else I could do. I was just hoping that I'd get a green. It didn't give me one. It wasn't giving me no breakers at all. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out. And yeah, as you can see, I'm out. So that wasn't a very good one for me. But you can see, I even be defeated. Like, I know in the rest of my skeleton videos, I do win all the time, but that's because we do actually win the first time. But sometimes we may lose, and I may leave the recording out, but then not record after. But here, as you can see, everyone's getting owned, and yeah, there's 3 people. Right, so to the next one. It's the same one, and we got defeated, but now we're back in it and putting back into effect what we learned. We're 2x3 and a 2x3. So I got a bit cocky before. I was like, oh, but yeah, I got one teaming on me, so I was a bit like, oh god. But yeah, here I'm just building up the combo, but I'm like, oh, I have too many ideas. I'm like, yeah, I'll put that there, and then I'll be able to break it all. But then my ideas go wrong anyway. But I get a nice double, triple, and yeah, double, triple. Yeah, it was a triple. And then I'll just finish it off with the triple. So that'd still be effective on the enemy. As you can see on the 3rd one down I'm teaming on. It was quite effective. But yeah, I like to like speed my plays whenever I'm getting teamed on or whatever. So I'm getting teamed on by 2 people, but I'm still pressing the spacebar and speeding it. Once I actually got called a bot. Someone thought that I was speed boosting, like actually using a bot to make my pieces go down faster. But no, I don't do that. I'm not a hacker or anything. But yeah. Alright. Now that there, I knew I was going to get the combo, so I broke it, and yeah, I made a triple out of that. Let's see what I mean about placing pieces somewhere sometime, because I thought it was going to be a double, but because I placed the piece in the top left hand corner, it gave me a triple. So I'm teaming on my own here. I shouldn't really be doing that, but he's almost out. So I'm just going to get someone else's team with me now, so it's okay. The doctor is out. Who's that? I wonder if they were talking to me when they said DR is out. Anyway, let's continue doing this. And as you can see, I'll get the double there. Maybe a triple. No, it's not going to be a triple because the yellow is not further up. And then I'll put the green on top, which will give me an even bigger combo. All I need now is the blue to finish it off. Never panic. Always think strategic. If you can get combos, great. Right, so here I break it. 1, double. It was a nice double. And it knocked somebody out, so there's 2 of us versus 2 of them now, and I think everyone else thought that we was gonna like fail this, but no, we didn't fail it, and we do a fairly good job, to be honest. The team that we had was great. They tried their best. One of them got insted, as you can see. There's one with the green falcon. Is it a falcon? Something like that. But yeah, people are using falcon sticks. There's a skimmer to there. Oh, what's that called? Is it a ponard? It may be. And then I don't want to get it wrong though, so if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But yeah, now it's 2 versus 1, and I try and when I'm not getting teamed on, I try to do the biggest combo ever. So yeah, I try to get the biggest I can. And here I was thinking ahead, and I thought, yes, if I do the red, it'll do a huge combo. So now all I need is the red, and I'll get a triple, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, bingo! And that's the end of him. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like, rate, and subscribe, and peace.